They won. You know,
Look at
that's
this.
all you need.
Third map's going to be Badlands, baby. TCM, of course, did practice this in their warm-up against Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory minus Nox plus Stark, where they claimed a 6-3 victory. So obviously feeling confident they're coming in here, thinking they can redeem themselves after a disappointing Snakewater G7. But this is Badlands, man. This is like everybody's map. This is the map everybody plays like with their eyes closed instinctively, and sometimes that can be a big problem. But we're gonna see.
I can't play with my eyes closed. I don't know what you're talking about.
The high point of TF2 here, man. The most played map in the playoffs. Well, the high point before the next round. You know what I'm saying, man? This is it. The perfect end to this night of TF2.
Who are you to tell me if I know what you're saying? I have no idea what you're saying. But I think that this is going to be a very good map. A very good matchup. And a very good match that we have been watching. Ladies and gentlemen, some crazy stuff going on left and right. We've seen some amazing plays on Process. Some amazing plays on Snakewater. We said goodbye to the snake that we love so very much. And he's not a part of the map anymore. Rest in peace. We had a moment of silence. And now we're going to be having an absolutely dramatic turn of events on CP Badlands here. And Admirable, are you ready for this? I'm excited.
Yeah, man, and get hyped, and everybody get hyped. Message your friends on Steam, tweet people, tell them it's going to 3 maps. They can still join in if their PCWs are over. I know the season's over for most people. We're into that playoff stage, but come and watch the playoffs unfold live here on Team Fortress TV with Admirable, Beasly and Jon. It's the ETF2L Season 16 powered by Blackout Gaming Premiership playoffs, baby. One map will decide who goes to face Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory in the next round. Will it be TCM, who just picked Badlands, or will it be the Last Resort, who are coming in here high off a 4-2 convincing victory, as it turns out, on Snakewater Beasly? I can't call it, but, you know, my heart wants TLR. Everybody hates TCM. Stick it to those guys. I'm getting the crowd going wild here. Twitch chat explodes. Everybody hates Bite. Nah, not really. They hate Droso.
I think Bite is a fine, upstanding gentleman. And I think that Droso, his name is not actually Droso, it's Brozo. His name is Brozo when I talk to him. I say, hey, what's up, Brozo? No, not Bozo, Brozo. What are you talking about? Come on, wise guy. You got to cut it out. All right, he's a bro. He's a nice guy. And I like them all. I like the whole team. I like everybody in this game. They're bros. You're not a bro. I don't like you, Admirable.
You gotta call people out, though. You gotta...
I gotta call you out, wise guy.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Jon is a bro.
Talking to us here. Jon, pipe down.
Pipe down, Jon. You're a bro and all, but I can't think straight, you know? When you're talking, I just don't know.
We're 12 on the server here. Nobody seems to be taking a break right now. I'm scanning quickly for people who are AFK. I just see Heist chilling, actually. He's probably looking at himself in the mirror, that handsome Slavic bastard. But everybody else seems to be in the game. Whoa! So hopefully, when Heist is finished brushing his hair to side to side, we're going to get this thing underway. I don't know what people do with hair these days, man. I've lost all mine.
You lost your hair?
Shaved it off. Shaved it off.
Where'd your hair go? You dropped your hair on the floor.
One day
I don't know why these two teams won't ready up. Maybe it's the noise. Do you think it's the noise? Would you be like all nervous right now?
Oh, I'd be so nervous. Jesus.
Hey, don't make fun of me.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise, wise guy. That's right.
Oh. Now, we've got a little bit of inside intel. I was sitting in the Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory mumble earlier on, and I heard a little bit of insight from Stark, the Merc Pocket. He pointed out a pattern that he's noticed over the years. He says Bite never goes shithouse, even if he rolls out Valley. He will just run around the rock and come up underneath. So watch for that. Will Stark be proven right? Find out right here on Team Fortress TV as we go to the first middle. War's going to roll out House and find Heist doing the same thing, but War eats a little bit of a sticky. He's going to get followed up here by Callow, who jumps and pushes War back, but does himself take a lot of heat there from the scout of Droso, who won't chase. He just plays solid on the train there. Nice composure from TCM as they work forward off that damage. Then Droso goes down to Nadir, who also picked up a shotgun frag on Clar, and for a second there I thought TCM were going to produce a solid middle, but suddenly it's collapsed and I'm getting flashbacks from those last few mids on Snake or Beasly. Is this going to be a 5-0? What?
I have no idea, and you know what? On Snakewater, there's a lot more room to mess up on mid, you know, because pushing last is very tough. And now with those spawns, it's even tougher. And, you know, on a map like Badlands, they could just mess everything up and push all the way back to last and just, you know, never see Spire at all. So we could see a quick roll. But both teams have Uber here. Calho's down to 50 HP, tried to bomb in, make something happen, get some cap time. He wasn't able to do either of those things. And, we see TCM just setting up Inspire, you know, as Hiss is trying to get some stickies in there and hurt some people, but it's just not happening. And there's no plays coming out of either team. We've seen a lot of really safe play coming out of both sides throughout this entire match, all three maps. You know, not many Roma bombs coming in to force Ubers, but you know, that could change at any second, as it looks like there is a soldier jumping in onto the balcony. He gets in, he's noticed by the scouts. The scouts see him as the rest of the soldiers come in through the choke point, and TCM is just trying to force this Uber, see what they can get, but they wind up losing a soldier in this engagement, and now they have to back up before all hell breaks loose. Some nice play by War, forces the Uber from Evil Moon, and he's forced to flash his demo man before he goes down, and not too much is able to come out. Forsaken is still down, but nobody else has died here. Admirable.
Kalio's been behind this whole time on the balcony. He's picked up every med pack, 2 on Spire, 1 in lobby, and 1 on balcony there. Eventually comes in after a lot of dancing around there to lay some big damage, taking Bite out. Evilmoon remains alive, but he's under serious pressure here as Flip just walks forward and puts the hurt on him. He's going to send Evilmoon to the spawn queue, but Rake coming in to try and clean things up, but no. Forsaken, the respawn rumor, is going to take Rake down. Bite is on the field, but he's not building an Uber right now. He will have a little bit of advantage when he does finally find someone to heal. He's going to go all the way forward here and try and hook up with Forsaken, who will be able to guard him on choke here, but those faster spawns coming in for TLR because they controlled that midpoint. TF2 basics, man. I hope we have some new players watching here tonight. If you have just joined us, this is it, man. This is competitive Team Fortress 2. This is almost as good as it gets. This is the, let me think, third best game you're going to see this season, right?
I think so. I mean, the next matches are going to be with Epsilon, and those matches are notoriously very fast. So this 3-map match might be the only one we see of the season, or the postseason rather, and hopefully we get to see more of them. But again, we see a lot of stalemates, and like we said before, there's not many plays coming out of either side, as Kalo's going to get aggressive into the house, but he finds 2 soldiers, and those rockets take him out very quickly. Some sticks are coming in there from Hiss now, as he's going to try and stop the push from coming in through house, but it doesn't look like they want to do that, as they finally decide what they want to do, and they move into the house. The soldiers are getting on the balcony. The bomb comes out from TCM. Not too much happens as Droso and Forsaken go down, and now they finally pop the Uber, but everybody around him is dead, and now Bite has to run for his life. Can he get away? Hiss tries to cut him off on the diagonal bridge. He doesn't dead his stickies. Bite is there. If he deads his stickies, Bite will die, but he's not going to do it. Bite is not dead. Bite is running for his life, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the Great Bridge. He's got 37 HP. That scout is getting in his face. He's trying to do it. Bite is standing still. Bite finally goes down. Rake takes him out. That cat face is not going to do it for Bite. He goes down, and the cap of Spire is going to go to TLI here. Admirable.
Yeah, and again, some players going down during those Uber engagements. You know, I've remiss before to blame Bite or blame the players who are putting themselves in the line of fire, but he definitely dropped at least 1 soldier there. And TLR's Uber engagement was pretty much flawless. I don't think they lost anyone during the charges. But right now, War is trying to pick up a cheeky, sticky trap there on that left-hand side as TLR roll up on their right, but gets slightly unlucky there. Rolls the dice on those stickies, but doesn't hit the jackpot. It's going to be a big Uber advantage here for TLR. That's why they can take so long with this push. They're trying to decide what they want to do. They're going to leave the 2 scouts. They fear the Pyro instantly in there, and Split with 60 XP is doing a good job. Eventually does go down, but that's all the scouts got done. And in fact, Rake went down to stickies as he tried to make his way out on main there. It's going to be 1 down apiece. Both teams losing scouts, but even though Rake spawns faster, Flip will probably be back on the field sooner because his spawn is closer, and TL are going to respect that. They're just going to chill out here, wait for Rake to respawn, see what class he's going to pick. He opts to stay with Scout, so we're going to see a little bit of a grind again, and Bite is just about to get his charge right now. And it will be up to TCM to push. Calho trades the Forsaken on the flank, and Heist, he's backing off. There's a spy now. A spy on the field from Rake after I called he was playing Scout. He switched to spy. Beasly, is this going to be a magical spy play?
I see him, man. The
Like,
spy
touches
play
him.
comes out of nowhere, and he comes out under. He tries to take that medic, but he does pop the Uber, and not much else is going to happen there. Do you see War? He's jumping onto the point. He got his stickies on the point. He hits the soldier, but he actually falls down and craters. Nadir goes down. War's in there with 4 HP. He goes down to Kyler for fun. That's actually very good for them.
Why is Cost casting with me right now? Goddamn Scousers. Is it Ringo Starr? John Lennon? I don't know.
Oh, my name's John Lennon, man.
From beyond the grave. Thanks for joining us, JL. But that was an ineffective Uber push out there from Byte and TCM. There's a spy on the point. Rick makes the play for the point, draws a lot of people down. Heist finds Byte with the stickies. The old cap and bait right now. Evilman has the heal advantage in his hands for his team. He just needs to stay alive. He's trying to find someone to heal though. It's been Heist up top all alone. There's a lot of action on the flank. But TLR players are taking too much damage. Heist sacrifices to save Evilman. He does back out to pick up the pills on the balcony there. Now he's coming in with almost 100% overcharge. They're gonna go for this. They're gonna bring in Soldier and Scout. This is ballsy. They've got a lot of damage to do. This heavy weapons guy sitting on 450 HP. Then they have to contend with the Demo Man, Soldier and Scout, but they're going for it, man. I have to admire their commitment, but oh, they're really just throwing bodies onto this point. Beasly, the Pyro comes in, can't get the hero reflex, and TLR just strong on their way on there.
Now let me tell you something, Admirable. See, I was talking about super Ubers before, but that was a spectacular Uber. I loved every second of it. They walked in, they focused down the heavy, they took him out, and they capped their voice point. Because after that heavy went down, they didn't stop shooting at people. They took out the demo right after that, and then everybody had to run away for TCM. And that first round is going to go to TLR, and that's a trend we're starting to see as Evil Moon is rolling out with the rest of his board. He gets his heels onto the demo man. He's going to try and find the scout, but a nice rock from both Claw and Forsaken take out everybody from TLR, and they all die very quickly. That one scout is sitting there, Kyler for fun. He's on mid. He wants to try and do something, but he's being focused out by the rest of the team, and he just has to jump back to Spire. That was, that's the first mid we've seen TCM win in quite a while, and that could be, a turning point in this match.
Seems like Forsaken hit a magic rocket onto Rick there. I missed it, but he's complaining that he jumped into it. Right there we saw a nice play at the start of that middle with Callow and Heist hook it up to just catch War totally off guard, but then it came in the sledgehammer of Forsaken and Clark. Forsaken hitting those big shots and earning his team that middle. Bite with a big Uber advantage here. Evilman all the way back on last, building, and Heist is putting down a few stickies on the stone bridge. Bite hears him, and that means that he's called out the position of Heist. No, he knew he was holding forward. He just got schooled there by the old school master Bite. He knows how to sticky a door like nobody's business. And with Heist down, no stickies on the point, TLR can just go straight in there, steamroll that man, and make it 1-1 fast response.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this stupid bad lanes action. I'm making forth stuff. I'm loving the leapfrog. I'm loving all the Ubers. I'm loving all the air shots. I'm loving every minute of this. Admirable, I'm getting hyped. And today we're watching Nadir roll out. We just saw them lose a round. He's walking into that point. He's going to jump. Where's he jumping to? He jumps onto the head of the other soldier, but he's not able to connect any rockets. The rest of the team, Calho goes down, trying to make some plays, but Drosso goes down. Nice focus via Claw, then goes down to Hiss, the plumber man over here, connects with a nice pipe on the flip, and he goes down. And now it's 3 versus 4. TLR has the advantage, but the heals are there for TCM. And now it's 3 versus 2. TLR still has that man advantage, but that man, Warherya, he is a madman. He's got the heals on there. He misses very rarely does this man miss. But he has missed a couple of shots there, and Kyler for fun is taking him out. And now this man is going after Bite. Bada bing, bada bite. Is Bite able to get out of there? He's running for his life. He gets out onto the Great Bridge. He runs into that lobby, and the rest of his ones come in. Bite is able to hold on to his Uber, and that's going to be very big in terms of defending the Spire.
It turns out if you don't run directly at War, his pipes don't connect, so there you have it, just sort of moved side to side. There's a soldier position on Honda here on that wooden platform. Clara was down to 100 there before he started to get the heals, and Calio's going to take that as his cue to jump in. He does actually get the Uber Force fight. Evilman's got a great opportunity to milk here, probably even hold on to this one indefinitely. And oh! Sick air shots on Forsaken, the Ubered Roamer 2 there. And gets denied from any sort of force. He has drifted into the house here. He's trying to pick up a scout frag, but as it stands, TLR are going to have Calio back on the field and 6 up and a massive Uber advantage. Look at the position though of Bite. He's quite exposed there in trash. If TLR just dropped the hammer right now, went full throttle and jumped on him. He mightn't be able to make it to that door now. He drifts towards the door. Oh man, I'm loving this nerd medic positioning battle that I'm watching here. Bite just gonna walk forward with War, even though Evilmoon has the advantage. Man. I'm confused. Why are they showing them such
You're right,
respect?
this could be very bad. This is very bad. I don't know what's going on here. If they just pop the Uber, they're gonna get a lot of frags with it, but they're just very hesitant to do so. I think they're scared. They think that maybe they don't have the advantage. I don't know. Maybe they lost track of it. That's very possible. You know, they're only human, and you know, they just gave Bite the Uber. He was very, very exposed, like you said, in trash. One bomb takes out quite a few people there. But it looks like Bite's going to get this Uber, and they're going to be able to hold on to this Spire, hopefully. We're going to need to see some plays coming out of either side here to force. Hopefully we see that play coming out of TCM, and they just get a good push off of this. But I don't think we're going to see that as, you know, going by the way this match has been played out. There isn't a lot of, you know, moves like that. Not a lot of bombs. As I say this again, Calho always makes me think twice before I speak. He comes in with a nice play on the flip. Takes him out on Great Bridge. Now this madman is sitting here in their lobby and he's behind them. What are they going to do? That's going to cue the push coming out, and Bite actually drops after that Uber is popped. Nicely done by his. Takes out Bite, and this is getting out of control. Droso, what? Oh my god, Calho hit an air shot. I'm sitting here, I'm praying. You're talking about how I'm a rabbi. I'm not a rabbi. There is a back cap going on. It's not looking too good right now. TLR is able to cap that point. Oh my goodness, this is getting out of control. Rake takes out Forsaken. There's just bodies falling left and right for TCM. And as I was saying, I'm not a rabbi, but I'm praying left and right now. Ladies and gentlemen, that was absolutely crazy. Nicely done by his. And now his team's got that 20% Uber advantage. They're going to try and build this up and get into last because he can't really dry push against this heavy here. The heavy's on the point, so if we see a snipe or maybe be a sack play coming out, I don't know what's going to happen. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Absolutely insane. That Heist pick onto Bite there, the drop was so random. Heist was just launched in the air so high that he had time to pump out 2 or 3 stickies there and just dead them before Bite could actually realise what was going on. The high altitude bomb in there. They're going to lead with this Uber advantage up top. Bite has 15% of a difference to make up. They're going to commit a lot of players to the point here, maybe on Wise. War has not been dealt with, and they just throw 5 players onto the altar of the gods of TF2 there. That human sacrifice will be greatly appreciated, but it's not going to help your chances of making it into the next round of the playoffs, TLR. What are you thinking?
I just don't know what to say. We've seen last push after last push be botched by both sides. But Bite's got this Uber. TLR know that. They don't have any heals. They have to force this. They have to make something happen. We've seen Bite drop already once to some crazy stickies from Hiss, the man who takes out Claw right there. And, you know, things are just beautiful right now. If you're TCM, you've got that Uber, your spawns are down. It's not too good. I mean, that man disadvantage is a big thing. But wow. Kyla for fun takes out another behind. 3 players have gone down, and now you really have to think twice about where you stand right now. Is there TCM's going to back up to last? You know, if they had taken that Uber a little aggressively in the choke ball, they were losing players behind them. They probably could have gotten a lot of picks finished, but now they pop it off in order to stop 2 from being captured by TLR. They get 2 picks in the process. With that one more, yeah, another scout Kyler for fun goes down here too. So now it's another trade, but that advantage has shifted sides, and now Evilmoon finds himself with a 47% Uber advantage, but the Madman War is jumping in there, not getting hit by Nadir's rockets. He's hunting down Evilmoon, and he's not able to do it. 2 up, Nadir and Evilmoon for DLR as the rest of the spawns come out, and mid goes to TCM.
Yeah, that big Mulian doesn't manage to get the medic pick, but there is one. Rake gonna dome Bite from long distance. Bite did not see that one coming, and again TCM get a little bit of an edge and then quickly lose it. This time it was Bite going down before. I think it was Droso and Forsaken who got caught out. Now will the last resort react quickly enough to deal with it, to actually make this count? We've seen them just give away advantages so far in this map. Now they're going to start to walk in slowly but surely, but the sniper of Rake needs to hit shots if he is to be effective, and I haven't heard any coming in yet since that big pick onto Bite. And actually the Uber comes in as lots of players bomb into the bait that is the sniper. Everybody wants a piece of that easy sniper frag, but now this is looking a little bit sketchy here for TLR. Heist is chasing after War onto middle. Bite is now coming out of the blue house, having lost a few players on the flank, will eventually go down. And is this a TF2 lobby I'm watching, or is this the Prem playoffs? What's going on, Beasly?
pushes are really looking like something at TF2 lobby, to be completely honest. And we're not just saying that to be mean to these two teams, as obviously both teams are. He is. I'm not. He's a knucklehead. I'm a nice guy, and you know, it's just very unfortunate to see. I mean, both of these teams, they're overthinking these things, it seems like, and they're just not pushing when they should, when they have the advantage, or they're giving Uber to the other team. And then, you know, they really ruin your last push before it ever happens there, as we see Drozo go down to a pretty good rocket from Calho, but Clock takes him out. And TCM's going to be able to hold on to this, as I don't know what just happened, but I heard a crit somewhere. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a crit screen, because that Uber is popped from Evil Moon in show right now. And Bite doesn't have his. He's able to back up. They do lose 2 players. Drozo is spawning now. But that scout in the house is going to do something. Ooh, it's not a scout. It's War in house. War bombs the Spire. Is he able to do it? He's not. He does. Clar is able to clean up his damage and stop Rake on Spire. And now War is in a pretty interesting spot here as his scout saves his life. He actually gets the frag, though, as Nadir had a very good chance at taking out both Bite and War right there. And it just doesn't happen. Kind of fun takes out Forsaken, though. Admirable, I'm losing my breath here. You want to chime in?
Nah, man. Okay, then.
Okay.
Evil Moon got separated from his combo there, managed to escape through Valley. I think he got a little bit panicked, but did survive, and will keep his team in the Uber game. But right now it's Bite with a 30% advantage. He's going to start moving his team forward. It's him and War with a little bit of help from Brosu, who I learnt last week actually doesn't play on the flank. Here we go. There's War with a magic pipe onto a heist. He was trying to just escape there, but denied. Right now it's up to Evilman, though, to come in with that counter Uber. He's thinking about it, but with 2 players down, Heist is in the spawn queue as well. He's probably a little bit frustrated, but he gives him the all clear. They're going to lead and pick up 1 frag onto Bite. That's a decent one, but if your Uber is fading and there's still 5 combat classes up, you've probably done something wrong. Will Evil Moon escape? He is running. He has made it to the lobby, actually, but Heist is looking a little bit stranded here on Choke. Spire's already being capped, and he has just been engulfed. Evil Moon did survive, but they lost 2 points for the cause, man. Wow.
They did indeed, but Evil Moon retains his Uber there as he's able to escape. And Bite just scored, so the Uber advantage is there for TLR. But, you know, if you're Bite right now, you gotta be thinking to yourself, you know, there's 11 minutes, 45 seconds left in the match. If I can push this last nicely.
Crits.
Oh, my lord, he's got the crit. See, exactly. He wants to push this, cap this, and then he's probably thinking about turtling it up. But, you know, that's very risky. 10 minutes left in the match. A lot of things can go wrong. The Uber advantage is there for TLR, so we're probably going to have to see a cycle here or a drop coming out of Evil Moon. And maybe if, you know...
drops, baby.
I do. He's dropped quite a few in this match already. And, you know, good medics drop Uber. You know, not every Uber has to be popped. That crits does come out. The Uber is popped by Evil Moon, and that gets into the face of everybody. And now you got a big old fat heavy with Uber there. 100 HP. He's on the point. What's going on? Some overextensions out of Rake, and he goes down, and now that's 2 players down for TLR. And that's exactly where you don't want to be, as that heavy for TCM. It's looking pretty bad for them, you know? If they just push in, they've got this crits advantage. They're building it as fast as they possibly can. They've got a small window of opportunity to take out Evil Moon before he's able to get the Uber. And that heavy wants to stop this, it looks like. He's getting close. He's revving up. Ooh, what's going on here?
Here comes trouble. 95% for Bite. He's trying to find his point of entry. Looks like they're going to go lower and just spam straight up top, trying to do damage onto the heavy, but Heist has read that one well. The easy option gets the sticky trap there onto War, takes him out, and like there are so many bare waste crits into last on Badlands. My favourite perhaps, go top right, the Cadis style, shoot across there, pretty much uncontested, but they decided to go main, 8 stickies and die. Flip is hiding at trash right now on 82 health, but it looks like the moment has passed. He's expecting maybe a little bit of a TLR repush, but they're content here to sit 1-1 as the clock ticks down into the 10th minute remaining. Uh-oh.
Bite's still on crits too, so I think Bite's very happy with just sitting here popping off a couple crits until Evil Moon finally drops that Uber. And I don't know if I agree with this, because eventually, you know, TLR is going to figure it out that they're on crits, and, you know, they probably already have figured it out. That's 3 tries in a row with the crits creek that have failed. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see Evil Moon pop right here into lobby onto them. as we're going to see TCM move in there and probably optimal main. Yeah, War is looking to go in that main side. I agree with you. I think that the top right is probably the best way to take this Uber, or this crits rather. But they haven't done that so far, and they're not going to do that again. You know, Bites Crits Creek is aiming at the main side with that Demo Man, and that, oh, it's finally popped here, and the Uber is popped by Evil Moon, so they're going to have to cycle this and try not to lose anybody, but Hiss goes down. That's a huge pick for War, and no Demo Man means that they're going to be able to push right back in, but Bite is in trouble. Bite gets away with 5 HP. It's nicely done. He moves in very, very risky. Could have gotten a hot shot. 6 damage kills him there. He gets that health back. 3 versus 4.
They're in.
TCM with the flank. They're in. Everybody's in. The soldier, the combo. They come in and they kept this point. That's exactly what Bite wanted to do. And now we might just see a turtle up. It's 10 minutes. This is European TF2 at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. European TF2 at its finest. It's crazy. I love it.
I love it too. Well, I love it and I hate it. But we're on to another middle. It's going to be the 4th of this 3rd decider map. And Heist has been doing a number on War before, but War taking the aggressive stance, playing a little bit like Rib Broder style here, walking across the point, but then opting to back off. Does find a pipe frag onto Rick. War picks up 3! Gets Heist and the Deer. Clara onto Calio, and that's a fairly convincing middle right there from TCM. They got a little bit of swagger back, man.
Flip went down. I'm expecting a heavy spawn, to be honest. But they're going to be able to cap this Spire here. Yeah, that was a very convincing mid-fight. And like I said, they won a mid a couple rounds ago, and that might have been a turning point in the match, as they have not been winning mids throughout this entire match. And Hiss is getting aggressive. He takes out War with a nice sticky trap that was just put up as War opens that door. And Bite's got that Uber. What is he going to do? He lost his Demo Man. It would be a pretty bad push right now, but it looks like if you stay in this lobby for much longer, you're going to get forced. As they're getting pretty aggressive in upper lobby, and they're going to opt to back up on the Gray Bridge. I think they might just use this Uber for the next 8 seconds and not let them push out. Evil Moon knows that might happen here, and they have the Uber too. They're getting aggressive into the trash area. They're going to try and force this as a soldier jumps onto Spire. He's taken down. Callo goes down. Nicely done by Droso, but Kyler takes out Forsaken. So that's a soldier trade for each side. And some nice damage onto both Flip and War, as War is tanking those heals right now. And they're still sitting back on that Pride Rock. They're saying, you know what, TLR, push at us. We got Uber, we got sticky traps. We're going to poop on your pancakes, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. We're going to make your breakfast taste real poopy in the morning. And, you know, I don't know if TLR is ready for this.
Got a sniper here, Forsaken switching off to room. And an early Uber here was the only option really Evil Moon had, unless he wanted to gamble against all that spam and all those headshots. Heist is going to be left here to die. There is a cap attempt going on, but it's been denied by Flip onto Kyler. And really the only option TLR is to head back to last and try and shore up the defenses. Oh, Clar's going to give away a cheap frag to Rick, but Droso quickly takes him down. There's a headshot from Forsaken onto Evil Moon. And he's going to follow that up with a second onto Calio. Now it is 2 against 2, but there's also a medic on the field here. That makes it 3 for TCM. But the sniper needs to hit shots at close range. Forsaken is taking this a frag clip as he finds body shot followed by a headshot.
It's looking beautiful. Why aren't they getting on the point here? They gotta get on the point. They gotta get some cap time. They've got a lot of friggin' frags right now, and they're just not capitalizing on it. And it's making me very upset. Brozo, I'm very disappointed in you. You should have gotten out of the point as soon as you got in there. You know what I'm talking about? But like we said, their main priority here is killing them and keeping them at bay, not exactly capping the point. And Brozo getting right in there. He's able to peg out Evil Moon. But Kylo for fun takes out Brozo right after that. Claw fighting on the Spire. It's taken down by Rake, and the Uber is there for Bite. He is going to pop that Uber on Grey Bridge, and by the looks of it, they're going to be able to get a ton of frags here and move right on the last, but that back cap is going to be tough, as they need to be very quick. Well, Badlands last cap's very quick, so it looks like the stars were aligned for them right there, and that's 3-1. Looks like TCM's going to take this. I don't want to say it too early, though, you know what I'm saying? Curse of the Caster and all that jazz.
Wow, that was a total calamity there from TLR. I think they thought that God was on their side after they held off that initial push, but Heist and Evil Moon went in deep alone and just got destroyed, rightly so. Now it's up to TCM not to lose this mid. Bite does fake out to the shithouse and then go up the slope as Start had suggested, but it looks like Heist has been paying attention. He's going to deny Bite there. But the rest of his team are mostly dead. Kyler last man on middle. He goes down as Evil Moon is already walking into the lobby. He's going to survive. But went down. So TLR have an opportunity to get back in this one. But the clock ticks down ever closer.
control point is being captured.
Oh man, 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. There's 4 minutes left in this match, and you know what? TCM have really just turned on all the gears. They're just not gonna stop here. This Madman Warrior, he's on the Spire. He's capping the Spire, actually, if you look at that. Brozo's
Crits
running
for
around.
bite as well.
Crits for bite, yeah, he's been on the crits for a while. He's gonna cycle this, but that Uber advantage, Evil Moon knows they have to go. They're in a really bad time constraint right now. They're in a bit of a predicament. If they take a Uber onto them and choke, this predicament will be solved for them. But it looks like they're not gonna do that. They're just gonna...
with the force.
Oh man. The Uber comes out in choke. Drozo is able to stop it a little bit from happening. And you know, that Uber just, if they were able to take that without Drozo forcing them, that would have been a really, really good Uber for TLR. But now that crits is finally popped by Bite, and will he be able to take anybody out? Bar's able to take out Evil Moon with that rocket from above. That rocket floated all the way in there. That was a fadeaway shot. Took him out though. Bite had actually turned around and left him to die. And but that back cap from TLR is looking good for them, but that heavy comes on. Rake's able to take out Drozo. Drozo takes out Calho in the process. Now Bites is going to stand behind his heavy. Forsaken as Rake goes down. And yeah, this is this has been a great game so far, but you know what? That force from Drozo really saved the day there, as they probably could have taken a round off of that with that Uber, that super Uber.
Yeah, I think either way, TLR didn't know the crits was what Bite was packing. It would have been interesting to see if they had tried to push and got kited away and then the counter crits onto middle, but the way it panned out was pretty interesting too. Cloud with a rocket that I thought he was aiming for a soldier managed to hit Evil Moon at long range, no damage drop off with them crits. Here comes another crit though, but Bite is instantly
The
taken
heavy
out.
back cap!
What?
The heavy back cap! Forsaken! He just walked his way on in there. He literally walked in with his sandwich out, and he just snapped to the point. It was beautiful. He waddled his way in and capped that point. No, he didn't really have the sandwich. It's just,
Yeah, man,
it's
that's just
dramatic
banned.
effect. It's dramatic effect, you know? If I say he's got the sandwich out, it makes it funnier, because heavies look ridiculous with the sandwich. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Forsaken here on the mid-fight. He's going to try and get an air shot of that bombing soldier, but he's not able to do it as Calho takes him out by looking around and shooting some rockets down at him. But now Drozo on that nipple area trying to fight with the soldier. It's looking great for TCM, and it looks like his has actually given up here as he just sits there. Let's see how much time is left. There's 1 minute and 42 seconds left in this match, and it's just... It's all said but done, you know. It's all said and done, rather. But you know, at the same time, it ain't over till the fat lady sings, and the fat lady just hadn't sing yet. The fat lady, by the way, is Admirable, so when you hear him singing, it's all over. And that Crit Krieg is there. The minigun, actually, the Uber is there for Bite, and he's gonna take it in with his people into that lower right-hand side. Nice shot coming out of Drozo with that shoddy Bombati. Takes out the people. And the cap is going to go. TCM takes him again. It's beautiful, 5-1. TCM, as TLR really looks like they've given up. 1 minute left in the match. GG's should be going out right about now. There ain't no way that he can come back. And now we're going to see a good old bloodbath death match. Video game time here. Oh man, Admirable, this has been a great match.
Yeah, man, it's not over yet. I think we're having interviews. I didn't arrange them. I'm sure John did, you know, or somebody want to come to talk to us. But stay with us after this. Last 40 seconds of action. We're going to see a pyro rolling out the middle here for TLR, but it's already dead. Did deny a scout for a second. Rake with the headshot there, trying to pad his stats. Look like a better sniper than he is. I'm on to you, buddy. This pyro does remain alive, though. It is kind of for fun. He is having fun. Although, really, in his heart of hearts, he knows he's just lost his chance to progress to the next round of the playoffs. Nothing you can do with that flamethrower is going to make it any better, buddy. Dry those tears up. No tears now. Only dreams.
It's okay. Listen, Admirable, if you start crying on me, I won't know what to do. Alright? I can't have you break down here. We gotta do some interviews. You gotta be the one to talk to the players to get them in here to talk to me. Because I got a lot of questions for them.
I'll tell you what, man. Let's take a look at the logs. We'll send out some positive mental energy there, and I think people will just know it's time to come to Mumble for an interview. We'll get Bite, we'll get Heist. Those guys love a good old chinwag. In fact, you can't even shut them up once you get them talking. But one person I do want to hear talking right now is you, so that I can try and sort out these goddamn interviews.
Oh, you know I'm good at talking. You know what? I wanna be a little a little interactive here. I want to talk to the stream chat. Stream chat, what did you think of that match? Come on, let me know how you saw that match from your eyes. I want to see exactly how it looked from you guys. Tell me now. I see TLR is the best team. I'm not going to say that word. That's a bad word. You shouldn't be saying that in my stream chat. I'm very upset with you. But I agree with you. TLR played a great match. It's unfortunate that they lost, as I'm going to pull up these logs right now, and we're going to see exactly, what went wrong for them. The first thing that's catching my eyes is I'm looking at damage. Yeah, he did a ton of it. He did 10,669 total damage. That's a 361 damage per minute. Now we're going to look it over to the KAD. It's not as high as it was in the previous maps, but Clar actually takes the cake on this one with a 2.1. And then, what can you say? Everybody from TCM is at the top of these logs, and a lot of the players from TLR, they just didn't compare to exactly what was happening, and that's what you're going to see in a 5-1. It might be a 5-1. It still was not exactly a roll. This was a very close match. It went down to the last minute where TLR in the last 5 minutes, actually, it looked like they had kind of just given up and rolled over. But what can you do when you're in a match against Byte and those turtling monsters from Europe? They're monsters, Turtle. And it's out of control. Flip didn't have as great a game as he had in the past two maps, I mean. But he still did a lot of work, as he was able to do 6,300 damage, and Droso 4958 damage. That's good. They were in the right places. They got the plays